So we've had like a week's worth of rain here in Southern California, which is not normal. And I've been sick for like 12 days, like fever, like sick. So I've got blue skies today and I'm somewhat well, a little snotty, but somewhat. So I think I'm gonna take advantage of the weather and not having fever. And I'm gonna drive about 2 hours over to Joshua Tree and live out some of my Ansel Adams landscape photographer dreams with the medium format cameras and my large format. All right, here we go. All right, loaded up. I got water and snacks here in the cooler. Both big medium format cameras in there, as well as 35mm and all the crap. I am gassed up, oil checked, fluids checked, and off I go. Stop for a little potty break. I left my Eagle Pass in the other car, but I got a veteran ID.
Hell yeah, need a map?
I do, actually.
Appreciate your service.
Thank you, sir.
If you end up losing in the future, we'll get you a new one.
Awesome, thank you.
Have a great day.
Yes, sir. All right, entrance was free, veteran benefit, so that's nice, at least. And finally in the park. I never get to shoot my 6.7, so I'm gonna use it a little bit today. And these are my planned films. I've got a Dracula, an Ortho 50, a 120, a Rolly infrared, and then a Lomography purple. Let's go. My first destination in the park was Ryan Campground because there was some stuff around Headstone Rock that I really wanted to get a shot of. I've spent many nights there back in the day as a climber, and so I'm super familiar with the area and some of the cool stuff to see. All my gear was mostly sorted, so I just threw some stuff in my pockets, grabbed some water, threw 2 cameras on, 2 light meters, just way too much shit. But you know, when you're out and about, you sometimes do that. For me, one of the focuses of this trip, not only was it, for me to take some pictures, but also to use my Pentax 6.7. I almost never get to use it, and so I really wanted to use it on this trip. I loaded it up first with some of the Lomography purple, and man, it didn't disappoint. So some of the trees and the foliage and the rocks around the campground and around Headstone Rock, man, they look good in purple. After snapping a few pictures, I headed up to the old abandoned cabin site and took some more pictures, both in black and white and with the Lomography. And I really liked how they turned out. I did almost crash and burn into this specific cactus, but as a treat, I really liked the other pictures that I took. I really like the area. I like being back. I was able to find some stuff that I'd even kind of forgotten about. Just little nooks and crannies and views. I ended up sitting and having a nice long lunch and a couple bottles of water there. They're in the rocks, not all the way at the top, but just in the rocks. The light wasn't perfect, kind of in this spot after lunch, late afternoon, in this area. But I did pull out my super complicated light meter, and I tried to make the best of it. And I loaded up some black and white film in the 6.7 and took some shots. Now, anybody that knows me and has ever hiked or climbed with me knows that, man, I hate snakes. I do. And this wasn't the best time of year for snakes. For the most part, they were in their dens or hiding from me or something. So I didn't really see any snakes. But right after I took this series of shots, funny enough, I actually like walked just directly over the top of a snake skin, and then every bit of bush movement and every noise I heard said snake, and so I decided to move areas. When you're a 12 or 13-year-old boy and you imagine having a cool car someday, the thought is that the fairer sex will flock to you like moths to a flame. Well, I'm going to tell you, having a VW van, it's mostly old dudes, and it's a lot of old dudes. So it's not on camera, but right before this, I just had to sit and talk to a couple of guys about VWs for 30 or 40 minutes. One of them used to be a photographer for the AP, and we talked about cameras for a hot minute too. So, I mean, that was cool. It was a nice interaction. Okay, moving spots. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. All right, moving spots. I came over to the Ryan Ranch and took some pictures of some old haunts, Headstone Rock and such. And so I think I'm going to move down the road a little bit to try to catch sunset. And there's a grove where the valley kind of opens up that I want to catch for sunset. So that's what we're doing. For the time of day, this area was just a little better, and I was just down the drop from Bell's campground, just as the road kind of dips down and opens up. This turned into a really nice shot where the sun was like just perfect for the time of day. I really liked some of the images that I caught here. Like a tried and true, very proud VW owner, I ended the day with some choice shots of the van. I mean, if you have a sweet bus or a sweet van, gotta take pictures of it. Well, not a terrible day. I did realize that I didn't bring a lens for the large format, so... Alright, that's it for the day, for the light anyway. I didn't bring anything over 200 ISO ASA, so I ended up shooting 6 rolls of 120 with the Pentax. I didn't pull the Hassie out at all, and then I ended up shooting a couple of rolls of 35 millimeter, both in black and white. So I'm going to put the film up for the day and just shoot a couple of digital stills for sunset. I got some really great shots. I'm really happy with them, and happy with getting out of the house and not being horribly sick and seeing some pretty things. So good to go. My trip home was uneventful, almost no traffic, and I'm really grateful that I have the opportunity to live in this area, even if it's just for a little while. That I'm close enough that I can hop in the van and go to a world-renowned national park, take some great pictures, and be home in time for dinner. And to put my kid to bed. It's something that I'm, as I said, incredibly grateful for.